62-kilogram match number 2 about to get underway. And Victoria, match 1, a little bit of a surprise.
Huge surprise, huge match here. This is a huge match to see who's going to represent Team USA in Zagreb, Croatia.
In the red, Army World-Class Athlete Program, Adaugo Nwachukwu, and she's taking on Kayla Miracle in the blue. Kayla Miracle, a couple-time world silver medalist. She's been on 6 world and Olympic teams, and she's always beaten Adaugo until today.
I think one of the things Adaugo tightened up most was her ability to hold position, and the positional battle is the first battle in wrestling. Just a great stance, a great ability to head block, and that really kept Kayla off her offense. Yeah,
I mean, match 1 started with a step out, and then another step out, and Kayla came back in that match.
She did.
She had the lead, but it was Adaugo getting to some of her high potency attacks that she hasn't been able to get to against Kayla until now. So we'll see what adjustments Kayla Miracle has made, and we mentioned it during match 1. She's been in this position before. She's had to make adjustments in the past, and she's gotten it done.
Definitely, Kayla is a lioness. I'm excited to see how she turns this around for herself.
Hard fake there, Adaugo, and maybe an underrated part of her strategy in match 1. She really kept Kayla guessing, and there Kayla is deep on that attack, hooking that elbow. She probably wants to roll in now. Maybe going to try to cut across, finish double leg, but Adaugo locked through the crotch, trying to elevate. And there's a big lift.
Wow.
2 offered and confirmed, and see if Adaugo goes back to it. But now Miracle has Adaugo's feet off the mat. Miracle may be able to pressure back. We'll see. Oh, Kayla just caught a foot right to the nose.
Heel kick to the nose there.
And Kayla was pulling up on it at the same time Adaugo was kicking back. It did not look real pleasant.
Not comfortable at all. Things like that, we saw Jakara get a little bit distracted. Here's another look.
Back to action now.
And historically, when Kayla gets that deep on that inside tie to her fireman's, she scores. So that was a surprise to me.
Yeah, she is a really quick finisher in that position.
Looks like Army WCAP has really put their time in with Adaugo to make sure they made the necessary adjustments in the correct positions to come out on top in this series.
Yeah, and there's Adaugo now on her first attack. It's a head inside single. Adaugo trying to elevate. Miracle doing a good job extending. And this looks like it's maybe going to be a stalemate, or maybe Kayla Miracle can come around and get a takedown, but Adaugo with a strong lock on that single leg.
Great gritty defense by Kayla, and that's exactly what you want to do. Keep that leg and hip fully extended so they can't re-pull that leg in.
Adaugo, hard collar tie.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Adaugo just put her right arm back down. She should do everything she can to not allow Kayla an inside tie on that arm.
Yeah, Kayla has been effective with that position in their previous matches and almost got it just a moment ago.
Correct, and I believe this is where we've seen Kayla go arm spin when she's on that left arm of Adaugo.
Hard fakes again from Adaugo, and that'll do it for the first period. 2-0 Adaugo. Kayla Miracle still just a takedown away from taking the lead and potentially sending this thing to match number 3.
Definitely, and again, Kayla has one of the most beautiful offenses, in my opinion. Her ability to score 4 points, her turns on top. I'm excited to see this second period.
Second period just about underway. Miracle needs this period to go her way. Adaugo picking up the pace of those fakes.
Wonder if a double's coming behind them.
I do too. Either way, it's a pretty different strategy from how she's wrestled the first 3 periods of this series. Now, just a lot of movement.
And Kayla is excellent with timing and timing someone coming in. Ooh. Let's see here.
Adaugo trying to get back to that body lock. She went big with a body lock in the first match. Close to the edge, though. Kayla may be able to get her to step out. Is that going to be one for... Okay, it's one red offered and confirmed.
The edge, man. The edge is where you really have... It's so tricky. The possibility of giving up a push out or a takedown.
Adaugo back to those fakes. Almost as if she made a decision at the break to just sort of change things up. Now Miracle in on that sweep single. She's locked on it, elevating, trying to collect that second knee, and she's going to get this takedown.
Beautiful finish.
3-2, Kayla Miracle trails by 1.
Kayla looking to go gut here, leg in.
And something's hurting for Kayla. Saw her sort of shaking her ankle out after that last exchange, and I wonder if trying to drive on that gut wrench, she twisted it again or something.
Big grimace from Kayla. Hope she's okay.
You mentioned her timing, and she was able to finally time those fakes, get to that single leg, and see Adaugo's kind of changed that strategy.
Plenty of time, both wrestlers. Kayla trailing by 1 minute and a half to go.
Ooh, Miracle got the step out, and that's going to give her the lead on criteria, 3-3.
Ooh, exciting match.
Man, this is crazy.
Crazy.
We knew this could go to 3. There's a shot, Adaugo. Nice snap. Miracle has that tricep controlled. Adaugo trying to come around behind.
Kayla's got to work here. Make sure she gets up to her feet.
And now Kayla's locked on the leg. Adaugo was so close to scoring that takedown, but at the last second, Miracle locked on the leg, and now she's going underneath the ankle, and I think this is going to be a stalemate.
And Adaugo was able to score that crotch lift earlier in the match, but great wrestling from Kayla. Kayla's one of the best when she gets locked on her leg, and her ability to not get scored on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
She can also suck those in, like from a position that I'm like, oh my gosh, my shoulders.
Shot from the outside there from Adaugo. Miracle gets a short offense. Adaugo did a good job circling up. She's had a couple of those shots that are maybe a little far away.
A little too far. Kind of reverting back to what we've seen in previous matches where she's kind of shooting just a little bit too far from the outside.
30 seconds. Now Adaugo's the one that needs a point. Miracle in a chest wrap. She's going to be able to threaten from here. Adaugo going to try to advance through this position. 20 seconds to go. Now up to her feet. Over-under position. Adaugo close to the step out. Miracle, such good edge wrestling. I think this is grounded.
White paddle from one side.
And now they're coming up to their feet. Was Adaugo up? No, still grounded. So no points there. 9 seconds to go.
Gritty Kayla Miracle, wow.
And there's a challenge. And I don't think, well, probably not a good challenge, but it's a little bit irrelevant because Adaugo's going to need a point either way.
Correct. I think this is one of the times the challenge absolutely makes sense because she's going to need to score 1 point no matter what. It doesn't put her in a position where she needs to score 2.
Yeah, this is going to be, I believe this will stay grounded.
For anyone unsure of how edge points are scored, it has to be the head or the foot or knee out. That hand doesn't do it.
Yeah, if you're driving out, like that hand can be part of it if they're up, but yeah, normally if you're down, that hand doesn't count.
Knees down on the mat before that hand drops.
White paddled, so Miracle will get another point on the board. Inconsequential point. Adaugo still just needs 1. Shot from the outside. And Adaugo close to that step out. She's not going to get it. We knew it was possible, Victoria, to see a match 3. That's what we've got here at 62 kilos.
And what a performance by Kayla Miracle. Just digging deep, finding a way to get this done. And Lee Pritz is fired up in the corner. Look at him.
Gritty and overcoming some real adversity there. A little, kick in the face, some ankle discomfort. And now she's going to go back to the drawing board, get ready for match 3. Adaugo's going to do the same. I'm glad we get to see that one again.
100%. Exciting times. Both of these women will be excellent representatives